Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Aussie Farming Philippines. Let's come and check up on our gorgeous girl. Hello, sweetheart. Have you been fed? You eat it all? Did you? Okay. It's most of otherwise should be talking. Well guys, Monday afternoon, it's 5 o'clock, just after 5. And we didn't get back till 20 to 5, so it's just after 5 now sometime. And it's raining here on the farm. I think it's been raining since 3 o'clock, Alfredo said. So you got the goats out only for an hour. So Chick's out there now giving them a feed of bananas to quell their stomachs down. But that's okay. I've got 10 little babies I'll put into the hotel. So they're all happy. So what I'm doing now is because of the rain season's going on, they're only hatching out like 3 or 4 at a time. And they're jumping down on the ground, leaving all the other eggs. So we don't have an incubator. Oh, there's an egg for you. So what I do is I put those eggs under the other chickens. Now some of them are broody and they've got no eggs underneath them at all. You know, it's like fucking just sitting there, that's all I do. So what I do is when she jumps out of the nest and says, well, see you later, I've got 2, I'm going. Then I get those eggs and I put them down with one of these broody ones. So what I've done is I've picked them up and I've got 10 of the little buggers in here now. And look, 1, 2, 3 from Bing Maria. Now, Big Maria, she's up in the hotel up in here, and she had around, I don't know, she would have had probably around 20 plus eggs. So I took her eggs out, you know, I didn't know that her eggs, because, you know, that it's a commune, you know, it's like one of those swap fests, you know, where you take your wife and you throw the keys in and see who comes home with who. So I took them out and I stuck them underneath these broody ones over here, and I dropped her eggs back to about 8. So, so her little ones, the black ones, have hatched. But one was up here and 2 are over here, and 1 was over in the box on the side. So they were hatched by 3 different mothers. So it's working. You know, it's no use having a farm and, you know, letting her have 2 babies and fucking off. You know, doesn't work. All right, corn grinder's going again. Had a problem the other day after I got it all set up and running. I done a test, as you can see. I got all this amount here. Look, absolutely cracked it up. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. Seriously. And all the powder went out the other side. You know, it's sort of like you beauty. But then it stopped. And the split pin broke off here. So I just take this cover off, replace the split pin, put it all back together, and I'm back in action again. And as you can see, look at this. Look at that, guys. Fuck, I'd eat that shit myself. Seriously. What do you reckon, big boy? So bloody rain. So today was all filled up being at immigration, and met a couple there, and well, Chick was running around. So we get in there at fucking 9:15, and they say yeah blah blah blah. So Chick pulls out a folder with all the papers. They're all numbered from 1 to 9 or 1 to 6 or whatever it fucking was, and they're all in the same order. The staples in the left-hand corner, 1 inch from the corner, fucking the diagonal sweep and all that, and going down.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, hon.
Turning the bottles.
Okay, babe. So, put all the 3 down, and she goes, oh, I'll just check the here. And Chick said, well, here's your check sheet. So Chick gave her the check sheet, and another couple were next to us. They had their check sheet out as well, where everything's written down. And they said, okay, the master checker, or some fucking thing like that. Hey, babe, what did they call that guy that wasn't there this morning? The master checker? The master evaluator. So the master evaluator is at another department and he won't be in until 11 o'clock. So he said, well, what does that mean to us? You know, like fucking, do you want us to come back at, you know, if he comes in at 11, how many's in front of us? And what's the best time to come back in? She said, oh, between 1 and 2. Because she pointed over onto the side and she still had, there was 4 in front of us with exactly the same documents, the ACR card, everything, bump. She said, you're number 5. And it's like, okay. Hey, what are you doing, big boy? You're too big for her. Get off her. Bastard. Oh, she said, that was fucking amazing. So we said, okay, we'll come back. So we went into town. We had lunch with Bob and Joy. Hi, Bob. Thank you very much for taking us to the Turkish restaurant today. Fucking traffic in town. Oh, my God. I'm glad I live on a farm, guys. I couldn't live in the city. No offence to you, Bob and Joy. Love you guys. So we had lunch there. Then we went back to immigration. And so Chick goes in to see him, and I said, oh, here's the email from the papers that we didn't have before. And it's like, what it was, I was flying out to Vietnam. So we got onto immigration, Davao, and they said it's all done. It's in Manila, and it's got to be sent down here. So we're sort of like, okay. So we waited a week, and still nothing had come. So we went in there again, and they said no, it's in Manila, and blah blah. So we said, right, we'll pick it up from Manila. So I flew to Vietnam via Manila, of course. I spent the night there, and went in the next day. Got the ACR that afternoon, and apparently, what's happened here is when you pay for it, you have to photocopy the receipt. Then you hand them back. Now this is fair suck, mate. You ask bloody Panabo Noel, Rotan Noel and Bob. They get their receipt all done. Here's your 250 peso. That's all it costs for your show of face. And you got to go outside in the street, find one of the shops that photocopies, and photocopy the receipt. Then you take it back and you give it back to them. All right. So you've got a copy. They've got a copy. They file that. Well, because I went to Manila filed it in my file in Manila. And of course they didn't tell Davao. So that's what we had to do, was had to contact the records department, go to our file in Manila. They pulled it out, scanned it and sent it to us. That was quite fucking easy. But why it wasn't done, don't know. But down here said, we can't process because we don't know if you paid for your ACR. Well, I've got the fucking thing here. I've had it for 5 years. You know, yeah, but you haven't got the receipt. Where's your receipt that we gave you? And she goes, it's probably still in Vietnam. And they're going, oh, well, get it off your records. So we got off the records, right? So that was done. Bugger me dead. I'm sitting down talking to this guy and his wife and their young child. And he was from Denmark, I think he was from. And he says, oh, yeah, we're from Tuggum. I said, oh, yeah, we're near you, you know. And they said, oh, yeah. So we got talking. Found out they know everyone that we know. Uncle Andy. Hi, Uncle Andy. And Auntie Jen. And he looked at me and he said, huh? I said, yeah, Uncle Andy. Yeah, he's my uncle. He goes, Andrew Martin? I said, yeah, he's my uncle. And he's like looking at me going, I said, okay. I said, Chick is the niece of Jen. So that means that she's my uncle. She's my auntie. So her husband is Andy, so he's my uncle. He goes, oh. He says, yeah, we know all them. We know James and Jackie and all these other people, rabble off all the names. He said, we used to come and, he said, they used to get bacon off of you. You got the Panabo Homestead Deli. I said, yeah, that's the one. I said, they used to get bacon off of you and sausages. I said, yeah, but we don't at the moment because of the, you know, shutdown of the pigs. But give it another 6 months. By the end of the year, we'll be up again. We'll be processing hams and bacons and roast porks, sausages and patties like we were before. So he goes, you haven't got none now? I said, no, mate, no, not now. I said, we will do soon. So that was a small world. So anyway, Chick comes up and says, oh, I've got to go upstairs. So she goes upstairs and I'm sitting downstairs outside still in the waiting room. And I'm talking to this American guy. I tell you, some of the Americans, they're big motherfuckers, hey? They all look like Philbilly. And Chick said, look at the size of them, they're all like Philbillys. They're big bastards. I said, fucking hey, darling, big bastards. So I was talking to one sitting next to me. And he's like me. He doesn't believe in the jab. He said, no way. He said, am I having someone put a needle in me that hasn't been tested? Now, it takes 12 years to test it properly, and they want to do it in 12 days? No. So him and I were having a yap about that. Then his wife comes over, the girl comes out, sorry, and says to him, oh, we need 3 photographs for your documentation. So you got to put in 3 sets, 3 fucking sets. And he says, we need photographs 2 inch by 2 inch. I need 3 of them. And he looked at his wife and he goes, have you got any? She goes, no. And he says to the immigration lady, he says, look, love, hun, pet, darling, sweetheart, gorgeous. Why haven't you got it on the sheet? Now, if you had it on the sheet, I would have come in with those photographs. Now, you've only got these items. And I just looked at him and went, welcome to the Philippines. Exactly the same with us, exactly the same. And another couple, the same thing, they had the sheet, because you have the sheet with you. Okay, it's like an A5 with all the things in it, little box on it with the writing, little box writing, little writing. And he says, you know, if they had it on their checklist, he said, I would have had all that. I said, I know, mate. I've gone through that this week as well. I said, he's gone through it as well. I said, there's a few others here. I said, you're not the first one. I said, next time when you come in for a show of face, I said, they'll say you need 6 things, but they'll say, oh, we've added one to it. It's just not on the list. And Chick got up today and said, why don't you update your website Why don't you update this? And your printed papers, can't you just write it in by hand when you hand it and say, this is what you need, this is what you need, make sure it's all in this order? But oh well, not to worry. But at least one thing was, as I said on the other video, immigration at Manila, the records department, fantastic. A big A+ for you guys, a big A+. And a funny thing too, before in closing, is they got a big sign at immigration there. It says, people talking disrespectful to immigration officers will be subject to, kick out of the country and blacklisted. You know, if you talk badly to immigration officers showing disrespect, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay. So, because I can imagine, I'll tell you now, I've seen people go, oh, this is fucking stupid, you know, like, excuse me, sir, you're in our country. Oh, fucking stupid, fucking, rah, rah. I've seen it go off in there, you know. And I sat there looking and go, you're going to crucify yourself, mate. But what was funny was one guy, I'm not sure of his nationality, and he went in for his renewal. He didn't even take his passport in. And the officer was very rude towards him and said, well, why haven't you got your passport? You know you're renewing it. That's what it's all about, is renewing and putting stamps in your passport. You know, talking very disrespectful. And like Chick said, respect goes both ways, you know. So just remember that. Respect goes both ways. And with me, okay, respect isn't earned. I see these people say, oh, you have to earn respect with me. Well, I just look at them and say, well, fuck you. Okay? I give you 100% respect right from the start. Whether you're, well, I was in the Middle East with the Nepalese tea boy. He makes out cups of coffee each day, makes you a toasted sandwich for smoko, and, you know, does everything for you, brings the papers in here, chief sign this, yeah, okay, done. He's the runabout boy. So from him to the president of the club, the vice presidents at each site who run each site, I give them all the same respect, treat everyone the same. And respect is not earned. If I hear people say, oh, you have to earn my respect, mate, well, go fuck yourself, okay? Give 100% respect right from the start, whether it's the tea boy emptying your waste paper bin or whether it's the CEO of the company. Okay, that's why I got on so well with everyone. Yes, trolls, suck that one in. Oh, that's going to hurt them. All right, guys, starting to come down again, the rain. I'm going to say TTFN. Thanks for your support. So tomorrow, we've got to go out and buy some bananas for the goat because Chick's just run out, given her nighttime ones now. So we've got to go out and buy another great big thing of bananas. You know, like you see some people cut them up on the video. Oh, I had a good harvest. I got one banana fucking stalk today. So we've got to do that. Chick's just about run out of corn again. So I'm going to sit down and do a whole heap of corn, get all that out the way. I've got to finish all the pressure cleaning and window cleaning. Look how beautiful these fucking things come up, would you? I tell you, I was just absolutely amazed, darling. I said love, I said pet, I said bitch. This come up like you would not believe. Tell you, very happy. So I've got to finish that so I can get the regulator back to Bob, the boat anchors as we call it. Got this regulator 3000, it's the model 3000, and I'll tell you, it's like 3,000 kilos, I tell you. So thank you very much, Bob, for that, and we will have that back to you straight away. And do you remember that video we did from a couple who's got that little resort around here? We went and done a video on them a couple of weeks ago where it's a one-bedroom hideaway with a nice little swimming pool and all that. They actually live in Hong Kong, an Aussie guy, married to Filipino, of course, and they've come back for a week's holiday. So they're going to be coming out to the farm this week. They're going to fit it in their schedule. So we said any day except for Monday and I think Tuesday, I think it was, because we've got far too much on. Because remember, it's Chick and I, it's our hobby farm. We're the ones that work it. We don't pay people to work unless we go leaving the farm like Alfredo today to look after it today. So that's no problem at all. So we need to organise for them to come when our workload's not so high. Because we're hobby farmers, and hobby farmers do it right the first time. Well, guys, that's my little bit for the day. Remember, don't give up your dream. And if you have all these problems with the government agencies, just suck it in, okay? Suck her in, lollipop. Suck it in, and all your animosity, your oh, this is fucking stupid. It doesn't work, okay? It doesn't work. It'll only get you into shit. So just suck it in. I know it's very hard for some people to bite the bullet because they think they're so fucking macho. But no matter who you are, suck it in, get it done. And I guarantee you, when you go in and you say, here's the 5 items on your checklist that you gave me, and they say, oh, we've changed it now, there's another 2. Oh, when was that? Oh, a year ago. Be prepared. Suck it in, lollipop. Suck it in. All right, guys. I'm going inside. I've had enough. See you later. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, fucking hit the subscribe button, right? Or hit the troll next to you. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.